Hi, I'm Nina. We're at the thrift doing a little thrift with me, and I'm gonna be looking for sweet fall pieces, jackets, sweaters, fall accessories, that kind of thing. Maybe some boots, some good pants, a voluminous skirt, and what else? That's probably most of what I'm gonna be looking for. I'm also gonna pop into the home section, see what I can find. And if you're new here, I'm Nina. I like to make videos about thrifting and things I like in fashion. And if you want to see my day-to-day outfits, check them out on my Instagram. But let's go see what the thrift has. So as soon as I went into the thrift store, I saw this cheetah print faux fur jacket hanging up on the rack to be put out, and I had to grab it. It's so cute. I love the little hood. It was gonna be ever so slightly cropped, and I was just so excited to find a vintage faux fur jacket. Now, stepping to the vests, I saw this J. Crew tank vest, and unfortunately this was in a medium, but if it had been in a small, I love the idea of something like this just over a simple white t-shirt with some trousers and a good shoe for a little workwear outfit, or a t-shirt and jeans for just a day-to-day look. Next, in the coats, I found this olive green. It's a bit more green than it's showing up on camera. It's not quite so gray, but it is so beautiful. It has an incredible oversized silhouette. I love that it's double-breasted, and I just think it's so good. This is the coat that I want to layer over every outfit for the rest of fall and winter. Now, in the jackets, I found this vintage London fog trench, and the last time I was at this thrift store, I found another London fog trench that was vintage. Now, I liked the idea of this trench, but what I realized looking at it is that I think I want a trench coat that is double-breasted, or at least has the little shoulder flap things, just a little bit more going on. All right, so then I found this other trench. This one was double-breasted, and I really liked the color. I liked that it had raglan sleeves. It had the little shoulder flaps I was interested in, but unfortunately the sleeves were a little bit too short. They were almost like a 3/4 length sleeve situation, and for me, with a jacket like this, I want to be able to put this on over a sweater. I want to be able to layer with it, and so I want the sleeves to be full length. Now, another trench coat. This one was black, also from London Fog, but more modern, and I do like the idea of a black trench coat. Honestly, all of the design details on this, I am so into, but it was just much too big for me. This vintage Gap, very 2000s Gap, almost like a duster jacket, because it wasn't quite like a trench coat. It was just a long jacket made of this brown velveteen fabric. I am now regretting that I left it behind. I feel like this would be so perfect in an indie sleeves boho outfit with some really good boots and jeans, and now I really wish I had grabbed it. Now, this little leather blazer I'm obsessed with. It's such a 90s silhouette, and I feel like this is the kind of little lightweight jacket that I want to layer under a big wool coat. I think that looks so cool to have the little lapels of this peeking out from under a big wool coat. Unfortunately, when I tried this on, it was a little bit looser than what I'm looking for, but it did look really cool. I tried layering it under the big green wool coat, and that was a really cool moment. Now, this cardigan was so cool. It did have a couple little moth holes in it, but I love the mock neck with the zip up. It was 100% cashmere, and the silhouette of it really reminds me of the James Street Co. Shrunken Perry cardigan that I have just been admiring for forever, but instead of buttons, this one had a zipper, and I don't know, I just feel like the silhouette of this is so cool. In the shirts, looking for long sleeves for layering, this slinky red turtleneck. This is the silhouette of turtleneck I really am looking for. Unfortunately, this tone of red is not one that I wear, so I did leave it behind. I really need to learn how to dye clothes from the thrift store, because if I could have dyed this black, it would have been perfect. Now, this shirt is so cool, very unique. It's super pale green from Talbot's, and what I absolutely loved about it was the snap closure. I'm just so into an interesting closure on a top right now, and the fabric of this was almost like a lightweight faux suede. Unfortunately, this was a little too big. It wouldn't have been as fitted on me as I'd want it to be, so I did have to leave it. Now, this red long sleeve, just a super classic long sleeve top, 3/4 length sleeves, which I always love, classic neckline, and I had to grab it. I just need more long sleeves for layering. Now, another long sleeve. This one I'm so sad about. So it was ever so slightly cropped, but it had this crazy discoloration, staining at the neckline. Now, another long sleeve top. You guys, I feel like it's getting boring because they're just all plain long sleeve shirts, but the cut of this one was kind of something. It had 3/4 length sleeves, slightly boxy, 100% cotton, And I did end up leaving this one behind because it was a little bit longer and a little more boxy than what I'm looking for right now. Like, I just want long sleeves that I can layer with. And so this was a little bit looser than what I wanted. Now, another long sleeve. Okay, I'm just gonna go through these quick. This one was good, mock neck, but it had weird stains, so I left it behind. Another black long sleeve top. It was from Michael Stars, which is cool, but it was like Michael Stars for Anthropologie, so it wasn't vintage Michael Stars, which I usually like. And the neckline on this was just kind of throwing me off because it was in between a full-on scoop neck and a crew neck, and I just want one or the other. Now this shirt was really cool. It had this kind of crazy, really exaggerated cowl neck that felt like it kind of fed into the whole rest of the shirt. So I feel like it could be worn with one shoulder off for like an asymmetric kind of moment in this super slinky fabric, and that could be really, really cool. So I did throw this in the cart. Another long sleeve shirt. This one's a classic, Jones New York Sport. I love this brown. I love a brown for fall. 100% cotton. It went in the cart, you guys. It's good for layering. It went in the cart. Now this dark gray turtleneck, long sleeve, super slinky fabric. I added it to the cart, but then I took it out because it was going to be a little bit too loose. I could tell, like, when I held it up, it wasn't going to be as fitted as I want from a turtleneck like this. This turtleneck I really wanted to work, but it had already some threads loose in the front, and I could tell was just like not good materials and not well made. But the cut of this turtleneck is what I'm looking for. So this is another example where I wish I knew how to dye things. It was this super, super heavyweight cashmere. Like, it was so, so thick and just felt really luxe. And it was a 3/4 length sleeve, boat neck, super loose sweater. Here is my dream version of the sweater. I dye it black, I hem it up a couple inches. So I have this boxy boat neck, 3/4 length sleeve, black, heavy cashmere sweater. And then I wear that with some mid to low rise jeans, a good belt, and a cool shoe. I don't know how to dye clothes and I'm nervous to do it, so I didn't end up buying this. If you know how to dye clothes, please leave tips in the comments and tell me if it's too hard or if I should actually try it, because I feel like there were just so many good pieces today that I left behind. Next sweater, it was this pale green one, super, super cute. I loved it. Had this kind of like ribbing stripe and a classic crew neck, 100% cotton, but I cannot justify getting this sweater because I have a sweater already that's almost exactly the same color and is already like an oversized silhouette. All right, now this sweater was so cute. I think it's vintage. I don't know. The tag looked really cute and vintage. So it had this little button closure underneath this tiny, tiny collar. But then under that, it had a black zipper. It just felt so unique. I absolutely loved the ribbing texture of it. It felt like it was really high quality wool. But unfortunately, when I tried this one on, it just fit weird. Like, I think someone put it in the wash and it shrunk. It was such a bummer, but it just like did not fit me. I don't know if I like this or not, but it did catch my eye. And it could just be because it's the Territory Ahead, which is like an old brand that I like. But something about like this was interesting to me. I feel like if it had been in a different material, I maybe could have gone with it. Like, I even like the color with the lace and the almost like sporty seams in the front, but I couldn't get fully behind it. Now this I did have to grab. 100% cashmere, light gray turtleneck sweater. This is a little bit looser than what I was looking for with turtlenecks, but I just feel like a turtleneck sweater like this, even if it's a little bit looser, doing like a half tuck with jeans and like a big buckle belt is so, so good. This was really, really cute. This little striped cardigan. I absolutely love this. I don't have any striped tops, and I have been wanting to like dabble in a striped top. I loved it. Had these little shell buttons, and the cut of it was so good, but then I realized it had a ton of stains around the top. So I did have to leave this. Now this skirt, you guys know I've been talking about a voluminous skirt. This was so good. If it had been in a different size, it would have been perfect, but it was an extra small. Now this denim skirt, I haven't been a denim skirt girl, but for some reason this one is really speaking to me. I don't know if it's because it has a little like fold over closure that a lot of trousers have, so it felt like more modern, a little bit different, but it was like so cute. So I did have to grab it. Unfortunately, too big, but super, super cool. Now I cannot believe I found this at the thrift. Black crochet skirt with fringe on the bottom, like the most indie sleaziest boho thing I've ever seen. And it was also lined so it wouldn't be like see-through when you wear it. I had to immediately add it to the cart. Like, this is just so, so cool. Now these shoes I'm not sure about. Like, I can't tell if they're cool or too weird. The like platform is what's throwing me off, but I love the little cutout towards the toe, that V. I think that's really, really good. I ended up not having to make a decision about these because they were in the wrong section and were too small for me. Okay, I cannot believe I found these at the thrift. These are suede fry little ankle boots. And I did leave them behind. I know, I kind of can't believe I left them behind. They were a size 9 and I'm usually a size 8, and I was telling myself, I was like, if I put inserts in, I feel like I could make these fit me. But the thing that I really had to ask myself is, if these were not Fry brand, would I want to take them home? And I think the answer to that is no. Like, the silhouette of these doesn't resonate with me so deeply that regardless of the brand, I would take them. I would pretty much just be doing it because I was so excited to find a really cool brand like this at the thrift. So I did leave them for someone else whose personal style and also foot size would fit them better. These were so cool. They had very witchy vibes. I'm into a witchy boot recently, like kind of a pointed toe, interesting heel, or like a lace-up boot. And these were giving me a little bit witchy. Now, these did not make the cut, and it's mostly because the actual leather, it was real leather, but it felt kind of plasticky. And I was like, I'm just not going to choose to wear these over some of the higher quality leather boots that I already own. And then I saw that they had the scarves out, and so I had to dig in. I found this 100% cashmere made in England scarf for $2.49. I had to immediately grab it, put it in the cart, like literally this over everything this fall. Thank you very much. So now let's head home and I'll show you guys what I did end up getting. Hey, I'm back from the thrift store and it was so good. I'm so excited. I feel like I found so many pieces that have just been on my like thrift wish list / just general wardrobe wish list. Pieces I just really have been craving. Like when I'm putting on an outfit in the morning, I'm like, oh, I wish I had this. So let's get into the haul. So for tops, I got this brown long sleeve shirt. It looks like it's from, I don't know, 90s to probably 2000s, because I think it's not made in USA, made in Mexico. And it's Jones New York Sport, 100% cotton, a little brown, really classic t-shirt, and has kind of like a baby tee-ish fit. It's a little bit longer than what I want, so I think I might hem it or just cut off the bottom. We'll see how lazy I feel. And I'm just excited for another long sleeve, even if it's just layering this under a sweater where I can't even see it. It's just so good to have a base layer as it's getting colder. And I literally have 2 long sleeve shirts, and I cropped them super short in like college. And so now not very many of my pants reach that high. So a nice long shirt that hasn't been cropped, and it's just gonna be such a good base layer for this fall and winter. And this was $4.49. Then the next top, which is a sweater, is this gray cashmere turtleneck. And if you have watched any of my recent videos, you know I've been wanting a gray turtleneck. This is the exact shade of gray that I've been looking for. I'm really excited about it. This is a little bit looser than my like ideal dream gray turtleneck for layering, but this could still work under a lot of like looser tops. And also, I don't know why, I just am really into the idea of a turtleneck sweater like half tucked into baggy jeans with like a good belt for this fall. That just feels like such a good outfit to me. Then I'm gonna save the best for last, so sorry, you have to wait. Then the next couple things I found were this really cool crochet skirt that I feel like has to be from the 2000s because of the font of the tag. I don't know why, but I feel like this kind of fabric font is very 2000s to me. It's like this cotton with the fringe on the bottom. The fringe is what really sold me on it. I have just been so drawn to pieces with fringe recently. I've been seeing it all over the place. It just like perfectly ties into kind of boho coming back. And I feel like the fact that this crochet skirt is black, I can kind of get away with wearing it like 3 seasons. Like I probably won't wear this in like the deep winter, but I think I can definitely get away with wearing this for boots in the fall. And then through spring and summer, it has the crochet, so it doesn't feel super tied to one season, and it has like a little lining of some slinky fabric, so it's not see-through while you wear it. And I just think it's so cool. Like look, okay, so the top part is all simple. It has a little tie, which I'm really into, and then look at that texture on the bottom. Just so cool, so unique. And it's just the texture, the fringe, the little design details like that that make this like worth having in my wardrobe. It is adding something new, and I am just so excited about it. Then the next thing I found, which I am torn about a little bit, is this cashmere scarf. So it's 100% cashmere, made in England. It has a little tag on it somewhere that says that. And oh, also, I forgot to say how much the skirt was. I think this skirt was $7.79, and then the scarf, okay, 100% cashmere. I'm torn about it though, because I don't know how much I like this like camel tan color for a scarf. It feels very classic. And I was debating it in the store, and then I thought to myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm so into the idea of just wearing a t-shirt, or like a long sleeve t-shirt with a scarf and some jeans this fall, with like whatever jacket you want on top. I think that looks really cute, really chic, and having the scarf like this with like one back, I think that's really cute. And I was like, I would 100% wear this over a white t-shirt in this color, even a navy t-shirt in this color, or a red. Like a lot of the colors that I have in my wardrobe, I would wear this with. So why am I questioning it so much? Also, it was literally $2.49. $2.49, 100% cashmere. The finds were really good. I think it's because they just put the scarves and stuff out. They've been kind of slowly switching from summer to fall, and they like just reorganized the whole store. So I think the scarves hadn't been picked over too much, and that's how I got this beauty. Now, the last thing I got, I have been looking for something like this for at least a year, maybe longer than that. It started last year when I was admiring the Coast green wool coat, but I was like, that's pretty bright green and kind of expensive. And now I'm gonna show you my thrifted green wool coat. That is so good. Here it is. It's from the brand Faconable. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. And it's like very oversized on me, but I love the way it drapes and the way it fits with how oversized it is. And I think it works because the shoulders don't have shoulder pads. So they very easily kind of just like slide down a bit, which is perfect. And the sleeves even have this huge wool lined section inside. So it's almost like they were made for me to cuff it, and the cuff looks like intentional. The other thing is it is double breasted, very long, and it's this beautiful dark shade of green. It's kind of muted that will literally go with every outfit I can wear. And that's what really sold me on it. So I feel like I even like this green more than the green of the Coast coat. I think this fits much better into my wardrobe. It's gonna go with the pieces I have and just be, again, just easier for me to wear and throw on every day. The fit of it also reminds me of the fit of that one wool coat from the Row that's just really incredible. And it gives kind of like that same essence to me in this incredible dark green color. I didn't end up finding any home goods, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'll keep looking. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you have styling ideas for these, please let me know. If you want to know brands. Oh, I also forgot to say how much the coat was. It was $24.49. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe so I can see you next time. And if you want to see my day-to-day outfits, I try to put them over my Instagram almost every day on my stories. But yeah, thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.